To downgrade your AMD drivers from the latest to an older version, it's really easy. Keep in mind, this tutorial is for absolute beginners, so we'll go through it step by step. I apologize for the PowerPoint presentation looking video as the frame rate was not set correctly. Let's start with the tutorial. We need to download 3 things. The first one is Display Driver Uninstaller. The next is the AMD Cleanup utility. And lastly is the AMD driver that is older. For Display Driver Uninstaller, otherwise known as DDU, search it up or head to the link in the description to download it. Once downloaded, we want to unzip this file. Head over to the downloads folder or wherever you've downloaded to, right click it, click extract all, and then you're ready to go. Next, we want to download the AMD Cleanup utility. Head over to the link in the description or search up AMD Cleanup utility, then download the AMD Cleanup utility for Windows. Next, we need to download the Old AMD Drivers. Search up AMD Drivers or head over to the link in the description. Do not press the top download button that says Windows 10/11 drivers, as these are automatic. We want to search for our product in the search bar below or go through the product family to find the correct drivers. For me, I am using the RX 9070 XT, so I can search for it and press search, or go down to below and go through the correct fields. For me, I will click Graphics, Radeon RX 9000 series, then RX 9070 XT, then click Submit. Once here, as you can see, the top drop-down menus where it says Windows 11 are the latest drivers. We do not want this. For us, we want to click Previous Versions. Once we've clicked on Previous Versions, select either Windows 11 or Windows 10 and select the driver that you would like. For this example, we'll be using AMD driver 26.6.1, as that is the last driver that I know that works well with my graphics card. For me, I'm going to click Download, and this might take a couple of minutes because it is a large file. Once it has fully downloaded, we now need to disconnect our internet. We are disconnecting our internet so Windows does not automatically install generic drivers when we boot back into Windows later on. To disconnect your internet, unplug the Ethernet cable from your computer or disconnect the Wi-Fi at this moment. The other method to do this without physically removing anything or turning off the Wi-Fi is by clicking on the Windows icon, then searching Network. Once we've searched for Network, you want to click on View Network Connections. The relevant one will pop up here. For me, I'm using Ethernet, so I'm going to right-click the Ethernet and then I'm going to click Disable. Keep in mind, we are only temporarily disabling our internet and we will need to re-enable it later. If you're using Wi-Fi, it will pop up here and should say something like wireless connection. Now that we have our internet disconnected, we now need to boot into safe mode. To boot into safe mode, press the left shift key on your keyboard. While holding the shift button down, click on the Windows icon. While still holding shift, click the power button, and while still holding shift, click the restart button. We will now be booted into a Windows settings menu, which we need to get into safe mode. Your PC may restart at this moment. Once the option menu is open, we want to click on Troubleshoot, then Advanced Options, then Startup Settings, then click Restart. Your PC should restart now into an Options menu. Once the startup settings has shown up from restarting the computer, we want to click the option 4. So physically press the number 4 on your keyboard for Enable Safe Mode. We are now in Windows Safe Mode. The first thing we want to do is head over to the Downloads folder or wherever you downloaded the AMD Cleanup utility and the Display Driver Uninstaller. For me, that's under my Downloads folder. So I'll open it up, and we're going to use the AMD Cleanup utility first. We will double click on it, and it will give us a warning, and you will want to click OK. The AMD Cleanup utility will auto-run and tell you when it's completed. Once completed, you want to make sure that you don't restart the computer, as it will ask you to. We want to click Finish. Then we want to click No. We now need to use the Display Driver Uninstaller. Head over to where you downloaded the Display Driver Uninstaller and unzipped it. Double click on this folder and open it up. Once opened, we want to double click on the file that says DDU with the version number. We want to click Extract, and another folder will appear called DDU with the version number. Double click on this folder to open it up, then click on Display Driver Uninstaller. This is the program that we need to use. If the options menu does not pop up immediately, click the options menu in the top left hand corner. You can click Reset to Recommended, and for our uninstaller, we only need to have the last two options enabled for AMD, as seen on screen. Once we have the correct options selected only for AMD, we're going to click Close. For the first drop-down menu for select device type, we want to click GPU. Then for the next one, it says all GPUs. For the drop-down menu, we want to select AMD. Next, we want to click Clean and Restart. So this will clean up our AMD drivers and is just a precautionary method alongside the AMD Cleanup utility and is overkill, but after this is done, we will be restarted into Windows. Once restarted into Windows, we can verify that our AMD drivers are uninstalled by clicking the Windows Start button and typing in AMD. The AMD Adrenalin software should not show up anymore, as the drivers have been uninstalled. We now need to install the old drivers. Mine are located in my Downloads folder. Head over to where you downloaded your AMD driver, the older version, double click on it, and install it, but make sure on the last screen, when the AMD drivers are installed, to not click the second option, which says Keep AMD software up to date. Make sure to uncheck this, because if you don't, you'll have to repeat this whole process from the start till now to make sure that it doesn't auto-update. The AMD software should now automatically open, and you can click skip this for now, and your AMD drivers have now successfully been downgraded to the version that you wanted. You can now enable your internet by repeating the same process as before. If you need to, head back to early in the tutorial and right-click the network settings to enable the internet again, or if you unplugged your Ethernet, plug it back in, or enable your Wi-Fi. There is one last important note. Head over to the AMD Adrenalin software by right-clicking the desktop or searching up AMD Adrenalin software, and then click Manage Updates. There is something important to note here. Click Manage Updates. Make sure that Auto Update is left unticked as it is, and make sure that you don't update the Adrenalin software. As you can see, it says update, but don't click update, as that will be a mistake and you'll have to repeat this process once again. Thank you for watching, Check out youtube.com/Beezito for some more awesome tutorials. But other than that, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!